Alligator hunting's hard. Everybody that does it works their butt off.
Known famed gator hunter Troy Landry of the show Swamp People has found himself in a little bit of hot water.
For fans of American reality television, Swamp People is a show that stands out. Premiering in 2010, it broke new ground in the world of reality TV and quickly built a loyal audience. The show offered a fascinating look into the lives of alligator hunters as they faced the dangers of the Atchafalaya River Basin.
The beauty of the swamps fascinates a lot of people, the danger of the alligators.
Giving viewers a fresh perspective on a rarely seen way of life. But behind the scenes of Swamp People, a darker story began to unfold. The series faced cancellation more than once due to troubling developments involving its cast. Tragedy hit hard. Some cast members sadly passed away, while others found themselves entangled in shocking crimes. If you're curious to uncover the hidden, darker side of Swamp People, this is a video you won't want to miss. RJ and J. Paul Molinaire.
That goes to show we didn't realize it because it's natural for us. You know?
And there's a lot of stuff that we can't talk about.
RJ and J. Paul Molinaire found themselves at the center of legal controversy following an incident at a Louisiana convenience store nearly a month prior. According to the Terrebonne Parish Sheriff's Office, both men were arrested and charged with aggravated battery. RJ Molinaire Jr., 51, along with his 25-year-old son, Roland J. Paul Molinaire III, both from Bourg, Louisiana, voluntarily surrendered to authorities after arrest warrants were issued. The news was officially announced through a press release by Terrebonne Parish Sheriff Jerry Larpenter. The Molinaire family gained national recognition through their roles on the hit History Channel series Swamp People, a show that chronicles the daring lives of alligator hunters deep in southern Louisiana. Their appearances earned them regional celebrity status and a dedicated following. The altercation that led to their arrests reportedly happened about a month before they turned themselves in. While many specifics of the confrontation remain unknown, the aggravated battery charges suggest that the incident was serious. This particular charge often involves inflicting significant injury or using a dangerous object during an assault. On August 13th, the situation gained public attention when a 24-year-old man contacted the sheriff's office, reporting that he had been violently attacked 5 days earlier. The alleged assault occurred at Roland's Mini Mart on Bourg-La-Rose Highway after 5 p.m. on August 8th. According to police reports, the victim claimed that both RJ and J. Paul confronted him and escalated the conflict to violence. The man alleged that RJ struck him on the head with a beer bottle, resulting in visible injuries including a black eye, a swollen jaw, and a noticeable knot on his forehead, evidence of the attack's brutality. The victim further stated that the assault was the result of an earlier disagreement that escalated throughout the day. He claimed that the Molinaires pursued him to the convenience store, where the confrontation turned violent. After reporting the assault, deputies attempted to reach both father and son, but were unsuccessful, prompting the issuance of arrest warrants. Eventually, the Molinaires turned themselves in and were formally charged with aggravated battery. Following their arrests, RJ and J. Paul were released on bail pending future court proceedings, which is customary in cases like this. Attorneys Timothy Ellender Jr. and Matthew Aucoin, representing the Molinaires, later issued a statement explaining their clients would not be making public comments while the legal process played out. They emphasized that withholding remarks was necessary to ensure fairness in court and hinted that the public had yet to hear the full version of events. Their message suggested confidence that once all the facts emerged, it would cast their clients in a better light. In a strategic legal move, the defense also urged local authorities to investigate the actions of others involved in the altercation, signaling possible countercharges of aggravated assault and simple battery against additional parties. This proactive stance indicates the defense's intent to challenge the current narrative. Despite their recent legal troubles, RJ and J. Paul remain widely recognized for their contributions to Swamp People. Over multiple seasons, the duo captivated viewers with their unique hunting abilities and charismatic presence. According to the show's official site, R.J. Molinaire Jr. is celebrated as a fierce Native American hunter with the strength of a champion. Beyond his swamp skills, he's also a two-time world arm wrestling champion, earning him respect both on and off the screen. Meanwhile, J. Paul has been portrayed not only as R.J.'s son, but also as his closest confidant and expert marksman. Their father-son bond has long been a beloved feature of the show. In more recent seasons, J. Paul has taken on a stronger leadership role, shifting their dynamic and adding fresh layers to their on-screen relationship. Through their journey on Swamp People, fans have connected with the Molinaires for more than just their hunting adventures. Their family story, challenges, and resilience have provided emotional depth alongside the show's excitement, helping them stand out in the crowded world of reality television. Randy Edwards. The sudden and tragic death of Randy Edwards on September 15, 2018, was a heartbreaking loss that sent shockwaves through the Swamp People community and among those who knew him personally. At just 35 years old, Randy's life was cut short in a fatal car accident that took place in Iberville Parish, Louisiana. This devastating event not only ended a promising life far too soon, but also left a lasting void in the hearts of his loved ones, friends, and the close-knit community of alligator hunters and outdoor adventurers. Randy wasn't just another face on Swamp People. He was family to fellow cast member Willie Edwards, a connection that deepened his ties to the show and to the unique world it portrayed. Like his cousin Willie, Randy earned a reputation for being an exceptionally skilled alligator hunter, a craft that demands courage, precision, and a deep knowledge of the swamp's intricate ecosystem and its fierce wildlife. But Randy's legacy extended beyond his hunting expertise. He was admired for his unwavering passion for the outdoors. His love for the untamed wilderness of the Louisiana swamps, along with the challenges it brought, was evident to anyone who watched him on screen. Randy embodied the essence of a true outdoorsman, showing not only exceptional skill but also a deep reverence for the environment around him. His commitment to preserving the traditions of swamp life, combined with his fearless spirit and respect for nature, left a powerful impression on both viewers and his community alike. Mitchell Gist.
This is sad news this morning. Mitchell Geist died on Monday in Louisiana.
In 2011, Mitchell Gist and his brother Glenn made an unforgettable entrance on the History Channel's reality series Swamp People, quickly earning widespread attention. Their debut propelled them to instant fame, with their appearances on the show attracting a passionate fan following and solidifying their reputation in the reality TV world. Throughout their time on Swamp People, Mitchell and Glenn stood out for their distinctive hunting techniques and their remarkable ability to thrive in the unforgiving environment of the Louisiana swamps. The show highlighted the brothers engaging in a variety of hunting pursuits, reflecting both their ingenuity and grit when it came to putting food on the table. Their hunting expeditions covered a wide spectrum of wildlife, showcasing the incredible biodiversity found within the swamp ecosystem. Among the creatures they sought were the massive and powerful alligator gar, known for its formidable strength during battles, and the elusive prized blue catfish. They didn't stop there. Their adventures also included catching crayfish, rabbits, squirrels, bullfrogs, and even the daunting alligator snapping turtle. In one unexpected moment, they accidentally caught an American alligator, adding a dramatic twist to their swamp adventures. One standout episode featured the duo embarking on a cottontail rabbit hunt with a creative twist. Instead of simply keeping their catch, Mitchell and Glenn decided to barter their rabbits in exchange for snapping turtles, demonstrating their adaptability and deep understanding of swamp life's many facets. Their success on the series continued, and by the 2023 season of Swamp People, they had become fixtures of the cast, beloved for their contributions and memorable personalities. More than just hunters, Mitchell and Glenn provided audiences with a window into the rugged yet captivating lifestyle of those who live off the land in Louisiana's wetlands. Their appearances on the show resonated with viewers, offering not only thrilling moments, but also a celebration of tradition and family. However, tragedy struck on May 14, 2012, devastating fans and the Swamp People community. Mitchell Gist, one of the show's most cherished stars, suffered a fatal accident on the Belle River near Pierre Part, Louisiana. His sudden death left many in shock and mourning, and the circumstances surrounding the event sparked widespread questions and concern. Initial reports indicated that Mitchell slipped and fell while loading supplies onto his boat. Early speculation suggested that he might have experienced a seizure during the fall, though it remained unclear whether the seizure caused the accident or stemmed from an undiscovered health issue. As investigations progressed, medical examinations provided a clearer picture. It was ultimately determined that Mitchell Geist suffered a heart attack, which was identified as the primary cause of his tragic passing. This discovery offered some clarity amid the confusion, explaining the events that unfolded on that heartbreaking day. Despite immediate efforts to save him, Mitchell's condition could not be stabilized. He was pronounced dead after being transported to a hospital in Morgan City, Louisiana. His passing was made all the more poignant by the fact that it occurred just 4 days before what would have been his 48th birthday. Mitchell was laid to rest in Lusk Cemetery in Gonzales, Louisiana, where family, friends, and fans mourned the loss of a man who had touched so many through his television appearances. His death left a noticeable void in the Swamp People family, as well as in the hearts of those who admired his adventurous spirit and down-to-earth charm. In a heartfelt tribute, the Swamp People episode titled Voodoo Bayou, which aired on May 17, 2012, was dedicated to Mitchell's memory. The dedication served as a moving reminder of the deep connection Mitchell had formed with his audience and his fellow cast members. Though Mitchell Gist may be gone, his legacy continues to live on through his contributions to Swamp People and the enduring impact he had on everyone who followed his journey. His story remains a testament to resilience, family bonds, and the timeless allure of life on the bayou. Roger Rivers.
Watching him, studying him, I know where he lives. I know how he lives.
Roger Rivers became a standout personality in the world of swamp hunting and reality television, seemingly destined for a life amid the untamed wilderness of Louisiana. With a name as fitting as his, it almost felt inevitable that he would one day appear on Swamp People, introducing viewers to his fearless attitude and bold hunting style in the harsh environments of the swamp. On the show, Roger was relentless in his pursuit of a legendary alligator, fully convinced that this elusive creature was out there, waiting to be found. His passion for the hunt, combined with his unwavering belief in the creature's existence, revealed the kind of fierce determination that defined his character. Yet, there was more to Roger Rivers than what audiences saw on screen. Away from the cameras, Rivers had a complicated personal history that included serious legal troubles. Reports emerged of his involvement in scams and drug-related offenses, casting a shadow over the image fans had grown familiar with. These off-screen controversies painted a contrasting picture of the man who once entertained millions with his daring hunts. What truly set Roger apart on Swamp People, however, was his willingness to push the limits of danger. In one particularly unforgettable scene, he attempted the unimaginable, taking down an alligator by hand, armed with nothing more than a knife. These fearless, often reckless acts became his trademark, ensuring that his time on the show wouldn't easily be forgotten. Despite his taste for extreme risks, Roger claimed that his ultimate motivation for hunting was to provide for his family. This detail added a humanizing layer to his public persona, highlighting the deeper connection between swamp dwellers and the land. For many, hunting wasn't simply a sport. It was a way to feed their families and survive. But in 2017, Roger's reputation took a major hit when serious charges were brought against him. Authorities accused him of treating the swamp as his own personal grocery store, operating an illegal enterprise that shocked fans and caught the attention of law enforcement. Allegations revealed that he was selling black market swamp meat, including fish, deer, turtles, and other reptiles, without regard for conservation laws or ethical hunting practices. What viewers once saw as a rugged survivalist now looked in the eyes of officials like a poacher exploiting the swamp for profit. Unfortunately, Rogers' legal troubles didn't end there. By 2022, he found himself entangled in yet another controversy, this time involving his construction contracting business. He was accused of accepting a $6,000 payment from a client for a construction job, only to abandon the project and fail to deliver the promised work. Allegations of fraud are always taken seriously, especially in an era when distrust toward contractors and scams is increasingly common. Rogers' arrest and subsequent booking on fraud charges emphasized just how serious his situation had become. The legal system moved forward with the case, underscoring the importance of accountability, particularly in industries like construction, where consumer trust is already fragile. His story served as a stark reminder of how quickly fame can be overshadowed by personal choices and legal troubles. Trapper Joe.
What do you do with turtles?
Yeah, oh,
People eat them?
Yeah, turtle sauce pecans. Where's that, girl? Yeah.
Trapper Joe Lafont, also known as Trapper Joe, was a well-known figure during the early seasons of Swamp People. Appearing in 54 episodes, he quickly became a fan favorite. His dynamic partnership with his stepson, Trigger Tommy, brought a unique energy to the show, making them one of the series' most memorable duos in the world of swamp hunting. However, Trapper Joe's sudden disappearance from the series after 2016 left many fans wondering what had happened. Those questions were soon answered when unsettling reports surfaced about a serious off-screen incident. According to reports, Trapper Joe and his girlfriend were involved in a heated altercation in the lobby of a Florida hotel. What started as a verbal argument quickly escalated into violence. Allegedly, Trapper Joe struck his girlfriend and even burned her with a lit cigarette. Horrified witnesses immediately called the police, leading to his arrest at the scene. In a surprising turn of events, his girlfriend later refused to press charges, claiming the entire ordeal was a misunderstanding. This refusal puzzled many, especially given the severity of the accusations and the multiple eyewitnesses who reported the attack. Despite the disturbing claims, without the victim's cooperation, the legal process was largely stalled. Unfortunately, this wasn't the first time Trapper Joe had faced serious accusations. Prior to the Florida incident, he had already been arrested in 2013 and again in 2015 on charges of domestic violence. In those earlier cases, he was allegedly responsible for inflicting significant physical harm, including breaking his girlfriend's ribs. The repeated allegations painted a troubling picture of Trapper Joe's personal life, revealing a disturbing pattern of violent behavior. While he had gained fame for his role in Swamp People, these incidents exposed a far darker and more dangerous side to the man behind the television persona. Nicholas Payne. Nicholas Payne left a memorable impression during his brief appearance on Swamp People as Bruce Mitchell's apprentice in Season 2. Despite the promising start, his time on the show was cut short due to serious legal troubles that soon overshadowed his television debut. The first major incident unfolded in September 2011. It began with what seemed like a routine noise complaint at Payne's home. Instead of resolving the issue peacefully, Nicholas chose a far more reckless route. Shockingly, he physically attacked the responding officer and then fled into the nearby woods, apparently attempting to escape capture. However, his escape didn't last long. Law enforcement quickly tracked him down, arrested him, and charged him for the assault. The whole episode left many baffled, wondering why Payne had taken such a reckless and dangerous course of action. His behavior suggested a misguided attempt to live as an outlaw, similar to romanticized versions of rebellious characters often portrayed in popular culture. but rarely successful in reality. More troubling still was the discovery that this wasn't an isolated incident. Just a year earlier, in 2010, Payne had been placed on probation after another confrontation with law enforcement, revealing a pattern of aggressive and belligerent behavior toward police officers. Ultimately, these repeated offenses brought his association with swamp people to a swift and permanent end. After his departure, details about his whereabouts remained scarce. However, it appears that Nicholas managed to avoid significant jail time in the years that followed. Chase Landry. Chase Landry, on the other hand, was no fleeting figure on Swamp People. Known as one of the show's standout personalities, Chase gained a loyal fan base thanks to his impressive skill and fearless approach to gator hunting. His expertise in navigating the dangers of the Louisiana swamps made him a respected and admired hunter on the series. But in 2017, Chase's reputation took a major hit following a shocking real-life incident that could have ended in disaster, not just for him, but potentially for the show itself. According to Chase's account, the day started like any other, as he and his team went about their usual hunting activities. That routine was shattered when a shrimp boat approached their area at a dangerously high speed. What made matters worse was that the vessel reportedly showed no signs of slowing or changing course. Believing that his team's safety was in jeopardy, Chase claimed he felt forced to act by opening fire on the oncoming boat. Chase later explained that his intent wasn't to harm anyone, but rather to scare the boat's occupants into steering clear of his team's path. Despite his intentions, the situation nearly turned fatal. One of the bullets struck a plastic gas can dangerously close to one of the passengers aboard the shrimp boat, narrowly avoiding catastrophe. As expected, the incident resulted in Chase's arrest and subsequent legal charges. Opening fire on another vessel is a serious offense, one that brought significant legal risk and threatened to tarnish his once pristine image as a skilled outdoorsman. However, the story didn't end there. When it came time for his court appearance, Chase Landry was nowhere to be found. His sudden disappearance led local authorities to issue a warrant for his arrest, sparking widespread speculation and rumors about his whereabouts. What followed was a period of uncertainty, with many wondering whether Swamp People producers might have intervened, or if Chase had managed to strike a behind-the-scenes deal to avoid facing the full weight of the law. To this day, the truth remains elusive, adding a layer of mystery to his already dramatic story. Despite the seriousness of the charges, the legal proceedings surrounding Chase seemed to dissolve quietly, leaving more questions than answers. His vanishing act, combined with his return to swamp life, only deepened the intrigue among fans and viewers. Chase Landry's unresolved legal troubles and mysterious disappearance transformed him from a celebrated hunter into a controversial figure. His story remains a topic of fascination for those who continue to follow Swamp People, adding yet another complicated chapter to the legacy of the show's most well-known stars. What's your take on the troubled paths of some of Swamp People's cast members? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.